on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, put a little play in your day with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. Now to courtside. Here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
It's semifinal action of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. The winner of the Iowa-Nebraska game will take on the Indiana Hoosiers, as Indiana has just defeated Ohio State by the final score of 70-62. Indiana has played very well in this tournament, going back to Thursday. Took care of Rutgers, and then a 62-51 victory against Maryland yesterday, and took care of Ohio State, in which Indiana really was in command the entire way. Led for 38 minutes and 43 seconds. 5 players in double figures. Nicole Cardano-Hillary had 16 and 11 rebounds. Allie Patberg with 15. Mackenzie Holmes, getting healthy, had 12. So the Hawkeyes will try to once again meet the Indiana Hoosiers tomorrow night, but first have to get through a hot Nebraska Cornhusker team. Iowa winning yesterday against Northwestern 72-59, outscoring the Wildcats in the third quarter 25-16. Nebraska with victories over Illinois, and then a tight one against Michigan last night. 3-point victory for the Huskers at 76-73. That game was really back and forth, momentum shifts, tied 7 times, and 8 lead changes, though the Huskers led for 26 minutes and 37 seconds. So the winner gets Indiana in the title game tomorrow here from Indianapolis. So glad that you have joined us on this Saturday evening. We will get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Also, Jamie will be along with her keys to a game, expecting a tip-off at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. We'll be back. Head to the locker room with Coach Bluter. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts, as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, Hawkeye Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime To Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime.
Here we are, Coach Bluter, in the semifinals here at the Big Ten tournament as you get ready to have your team play Nebraska. I'm going to jump right in and let you kind of talk about what might have changed since the last time you played Nebraska, because it's been over a month.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because we played them almost back to back. We played them within 7 days of each other. And the last time was mid-January, so it's been almost 2 months since we played Nebraska. And from the first time we played them, they had their whole team. We beat them at their place. The second time we played them at our place, they didn't have their point guard, Sam Hybe, and they didn't have number 1, Jazz Shelley, their small forward. So that was a big loss. They had 2 starters out of that lineup. But also, since that time, one of their other starters, who was the 6th leading scorer, Ashley Scoggin, is now gone from the team, and in her replacement is a freshman who's Allison Wiedner, who's playing a lot better than she was. Now, at our place, Alexis Markowski really got on a 3-point roll. She's their center. She stepped out and shot a bunch of threes. In fact, she was 6 for 7 from 3-point range and had 27 points. So she really kept them in the game the last time we played them in Carver.
And so when you were watching them last night, what was anything that you took away? What would you say was the one thing where you're like, okay, that's something I wasn't ready for or wasn't there last time?
Well, I just think now they're shooting the 3 ball really well. They shot it very well against Illinois. And in fact, number 1, Jazz Shelley had, I think, a Big Ten record with 9 3-pointers made in that game. They shot the 3 very well against Michigan. So we have got to take away the 3-point shot from them today.
All right. So sounds like we've heard what we're going to have to do for defense. When we come back, we're going to hear about what you are going to focus on the offensive end. This is Iowa women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Keep yourself and your loved ones healthy by getting your free COVID-19 vaccine. Plus, when you get a COVID-19 vaccine at your Hy-Vee pharmacy between February 1st and April 30th, you can get a 50-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver reward. Talk about savings. Schedule your COVID-19 vaccination appointment today at Hy-Vee.com/COVID vaccine. Some restrictions apply. See pharmacy for more details.
And now we're back with Coach Bluter. Okay, so let's switch over to the offensive side. Your team, we know, is a fast break team. Is that something you think will work today?
We really need to push. It's an opportunity for us to score quickly. We're our best in transition. But when it's not there, I want to pull the ball out and really work on getting the ball inside, because I think if we can get Markowski in foul trouble, and I just think we're honestly just better. We're more experienced inside and we're better. We need to get the ball inside. Now, that doesn't mean just passing to Monica. Again, good hard cuts, good hard drives are a good thing. we need to crash the O boards too. Something we haven't done very well, but they are ranked one of the worst in the country in boxing out, so we need to crash the O boards.
Okay, I think that's a big motivation right there. More shots, more, get more points, right?
Absolutely.
Any final things as we head into this game to get these fans behind, or anything for them to know?
No, it's just it's hard to beat anybody 3 times in a season, but you know something? We're ready to do it. We played them so long ago, it doesn't even seem like this season anymore. So once you enter in Big Ten tournament play, it's all new. It's all fresh, and Nebraska's playing very, very well right now, but so are the Hawks.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach, and looking forward to it. This is Iowa women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
During the month of March, everyone seems to be Irish. Unfortunately, no one's luck is immune to the consequences of drunk driving. For too many Americans, St. Patrick's Day has ended in tragedy due to drunk drivers getting behind the wheel. You can't rely on a 4-leaf clover to keep you safe. You have to make your own luck. Designate a sober driver. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
I'm Mary Neubauer with the Iowa Lottery. March is National Problem Gambling Awareness Month, when we highlight and remind Iowans that help is always available 24/7 here in our state.
And I'm Eric Preuss with the Iowa Department of Public Health. Visit yourlifeiowa.org to learn more about problem gambling, or to start the conversation with someone who cares by clicking on live chat or by calling 1-800-BETS-OFF.
It's free and confidential.
And it's something you can do anytime.
Nebraska starters being introduced as we remind you that this broadcast is presented by the authority of the Big Ten Conference Incorporated and the Big Ten Network Sports Media Group, a property of Learfield, and is intended solely for the private use of our audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Big Ten Conference Incorporated and Big Ten Network Sports Media Group is prohibited. Hawkeye starters coming out. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. This has been the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Nebraska starters, Jazz Shelley, who's had a terrific tournament so far, has made 11 three-pointers, including 9 against Illinois a couple of nights ago. Allison Widener, a 5'10 freshman. Sam Hybe has given the Hawks fits over the years. 6'2 sophomore Isabel Bourne. And in the middle, a 6'3 freshman Alexis Markowski had 9 rebounds last night against Michigan. Hawkeyes counter with Kate Martin, McKenna Warnock, Monica Sonano, Caitlin Clark, and Gabby Marshall in the backcourt. Keys for the Hawks today.
Well, I think a huge one for Iowa is going to be to really weather this game, because it is going to be a hard game. They're going to have to deal with some runs, and Nebraska has been shooting the three pretty decently, and so those runs can happen pretty quick, and Iowa just needs to be ready to weather it. That's it. Deal with it, move past it, and then focus on your own. I think that's a huge one for Iowa. I think the second one is going to be boxing out, limiting the second chance opportunities for them. Coach Bluter talked about crashing, but I really think limiting those second chance opportunities, that's it, because that takes away momentum. And then the last one, you got to get that ball down the court fast. I think that is one of the biggest things that Iowa has that deflates anybody's sails, right? And that could be from a steal. That could just be from them inbounding the pass and reading that Nebraska's not getting back. Doing things like that, I think, are the things that make Iowa's game different than other people's.
Hawks once again will be in their gold uniforms, script Iowa in black across the front, black numbers, red uniforms for Nebraska, trimmed in white with white numbers as Iowa the number 2 seed, Nebraska the number 6 seed. Markowski and Sonato jump center circle, and Nebraska wins the tip and will have the first possession right to left in front of us. Hybee in between the circles. Gives it out to Markowski, now drops it inside Bourne. Shot is up off the window and good. And a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes.
And that's on McKenna right away. I mean, we're not even 15 seconds into the game here.
And she's been in foul trouble since her return.
So she's just got to figure out, those aren't a time, that's not a time to do that.
Bourne makes the free throw. And it's a quick 3-0 start for Nebraska. Hawks' first offensive possession. Here's Martin, drives in, left-handed layup is good, and she continues her outstanding play from yesterday.
She did. She didn't have the first and second quarters in the previous game. Oh!
A steal by Gabby Marshall from behind. Knocks it into the hands of Caitlin Clark. She races down the court. Now pulls it up on the left wing, gets into the paint, drives in hard. Shot is up and short. Rebound hauled down by Allison Widener. The 5'10 freshman now right to left in front of us. Goes up the left hand. Shot no. Bourne with the rebound underneath. Kicks it out to Widener, and before her shot, 3 seconds will be called on Nebraska.
Well, that was fast. I don't remember what I was trying to say before, because Marshall's steal definitely stole the show, and that's okay.
Well, Kate Martin with her 15 points in the third and fourth quarters yesterday.
I'd love her to start in the first quarter today.
Here's Warnock, top of the key, drops it inside Sonato, goes to the right hand off the window and scores off Markowski.
And Sonato actually went to the more difficult way. It worked out okay for her.
Hawks grab the lead, 4-3. Markowski out on the left wing, gives to Widener. She tries to penetrate. Markowski now for 3. No good. It was short from the left side. Clark with the rebound. Comes down on the right side, gets a screen from Sonato. Monica gets the ball down on the right block and scores. Assist Clark.
And good body control, because there was a help side D, and so Monica's going to have to be ready for that today.
Hybee on the left wing, outside of the arc, drives in, gets right by Marshall. Easy layup. 6-5 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Early going first quarter. Warnock in between the circles, left side Marshall. Thought about a 3, then drives in. Tries to slip a pass to Monica Sonato across the lane and is shoved from behind.
Trying to figure out who that. Oh.
That'll be on Hybee, her first. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes along the baseline. Clark looks. Tried to drop it inside to Martin, but stolen by Markowski. Gets it ahead. Huskers on the move. Pass inside to Bourne, high off the window, and she scores and has 5. And it's 7-6 Nebraska.
And that's 2 times Nebraska's beat Iowa down the court. That can't happen.
Warnock into the paint. Martin turnaround jumper is good from 8 feet. Just playing with tremendous confidence. Great to see. Has provided that third score here in the tournament. Jazz Shelley gets all the way to the basket. Martin says not this time and swats it away along the baseline.
I was just about to say, man, Iowa keeps getting beat on that drive. That's 2 times, exact same play, where they're doing a high screen and then the player drives off, and Iowa's going over top and then the player reads it. But Martin redeemed herself and got that block.
Here's Hybee, drives in, scores on the right block, and a foul on Gabby Marshall. Hybe with 4. That's Marshall's first, the team's second. And Hybe will be at the line to try to complete the three-point play. Free throw drops in. Ten to 8 in favor of Nebraska. 3 minutes into the game. Warnock top of the key. Tried to get inside. Sonano poked away by Markowski. Hybe drops it off for Bourne. Layup no good with the left hand. Second foul on McKenna Warnock.
Warnock's the only one who seems to be getting back, though, on that transition defense right now. She's had this each time. So Iowa has to figure out what do they need to bring back another guard? Someone else has to release, because at the moment it's not working.
10 to 8 in favor of Nebraska. Bourne will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Averages 11. Makes the first already with 6 points. The 6'2 sophomore. She's really active. Has long arms. Gets in the air well. Second one also good. Nicole Caton into the game for the Cornhuskers. Bella Cravens as well. 12 to 8. Here's Clark's first jumper. Swishes the 3 from the right wing.
That's a nice way to start with your first three-pointer of the day.
And she's played great in her career against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Shelley gets free into the paint. Left-handed layup is good. Another drive by Nebraska in the paint. Marshall gets the ball down quickly to Clark. 14 to 11 Nebraska. Clark gets all the way to the rim. Missed the layup. Ball goes out of bounds. Touched last by the Hawkeyes. Good penetration by Caitlin Clark. Just missed the right-handed layup on the left side.
I think the drive is going to be open for Iowa if they can just get past that first step, right? If the one quick step and you're past it and you have a wide open lane. But
defensively, Iowa's got to keep Nebraska in front of them.
They do.
Here's Hybe. Angles to the right side. Nebraska with a 3-point advantage. Here's Caton, top of the key. Drops it off. And the jumper goes down for Bella Cravens. That's her first basket. 6'3" junior, transfer from Eastern Washington. Sonano gets it back to Marshall. She penetrates, kicks it left side. Tomi Taiwo for 3, a little bit strong. And the rebound down to Bourne. 16-11, Nebraska with the lead in the basketball. Here's Hybe, gets into the paint. Left-handed layup, rimming no. Nice box out and rebound by Kate Martin. Gets it to Clark, dribbles behind her back, left wing. Drives down, shot is up and no good. Left block, foul will be called on Michael Caton. And that'll be free throws for Caitlin Clark as Addie O'Grady enters for the Hawkeyes. Tonight's broadcast of the Big Ten Tournament on the Hawkeye Radio Network is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless with a nationwide network built from your hometown. First free throw good by Clark. Second one perfect. Caitlin with 5.
Offensively, Iowa's playing great right now. Just on the defensive end, they have to figure out how to stop that drive, whether it's showing more on the screens, doing something more than what they're doing at the moment.
Both teams shooting over 60%. Huskers by 3. Approaching 5 minutes left to go first quarter. 16-13, Nebraska with the basketball. Here's Shelley. Drops it inside. Markowski goes up. Blocked away by O'Grady. She gets it back and then is doubled, and a jump ball is called. O'Grady and Clark both right there to tie up. Markowski.
Great job by O'Grady to just be aggressive and use her height. That's the thing that she has that other people don't have, and she does a good job of going straight.
Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for details, plus energy-saving tips. 4:54 left to go in the first. Timeout on the floor. Nebraska 16, Iowa 13. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Today's broadcast of the Big Ten Championship on the Hawkeye Radio Network is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless with a nationwide network built from your town up.
During the month of March, everyone seems to be Irish. Unfortunately, no one's luck is immune to the consequences of drunk driving. For too many Americans, St. Patrick's Day has ended in tragedy due to drunk drivers getting behind the wheel. You can't rely on a four-leaf clover to keep you safe. You have to make your own luck. Designate a sober driver. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
I'm Mary Neubauer with the Iowa Lottery. March is National Problem Gambling Awareness Month when we highlight and remind Iowans that help is always available 24/7 here in our state.
And I'm Eric Preuss with the Iowa Department of Public Health. Visit yourlifeiowa.org to learn more about problem gambling or to start the conversation with someone who cares by clicking on live chat or by calling 1-800-BETS-OFF.
It's free and confidential.
And it's something you can do anytime.
Facing a criminal charge or complicated family law situation? Carr Law Firm has the trial experts you need. As experienced trial attorneys, we understand how much is on the line. Go to carlawiowa.com for a free consultation. That's Carr with 2 R's, lawiowa.com.
Hawks have defeated Nebraska both occasions this year, but as Coach Bluter mentioned in the pregame show, not for quite a while. The first meeting was back on the 9th of January in Lincoln. Iowa won 95-86. And then back in Iowa City on the 16th of January, 93-83. So both have been competitive. And you remember, Jamie, that game in Iowa City, Sonato had 31, as did Caitlin Clark.
Right. I mean, they can definitely be the people who score today, but whoever it is, hopefully it's going to be a spread out attack, similar to what we saw in the third and fourth quarters. But I do think that the three-point game, it could be there for the Hawks today.
Iowa with the basketball. Nebraska up 3. Here's Clark on the right wing behind the arc. Calls for O'Grady. Doesn't use the screen. Drives the paint. Floater. Didn't get the roll. Rebound taken down by Cravens. Now to Shelley on the right wing. He's hit 11 three-pointers in 2 games, 9-2. Here's Caton. Taiwo comes out on her. Now inside Markowski. 2 dribbles, and the ball is swatted away and out of bounds by Eddie O'Grady.
And I was in a 2-3 zone right now, and so that is one way you can try to take away the drive.
Ball possession for Nebraska along the baseline. Lob pass out to Widener. Now inside Cravens, goes to work in the paint, a little bit strong. Hawks are there for the rebound, and Martin gets it to Caitlin Clark. Crosses the timeline, gets into the paint, spins, and then gets it to Kate Martin, who fire a 3 from the right wing. A little bit short. O'Grady goes after the rebound, and it's knocked out of her hands by Markowski. Iowa basketball along the baseline. Heide back for Nebraska.
O'Grady's making an effort in there to get some offensive rebounds. So if she can even get a couple, that would be huge.
Hawks get it in. Here's Martin, drives down the right side, spins, paint, fakes, goes up off the window, and just took Cravens to school that time. Kate Martin with 6.
I love this Kate Martin here at the Big Ten tournament.
And Markowski goes up, has it swatted away by O'Grady, gets the ball back, but she's out of bounds.
I think that she has blocked Markowski every time Markowski has had the ball against her. Every time. I think all 3 times that there's been a one-on-one between the 2 of them, she's blocked her. And that's going to be something that will scare Markowski going forward when she's up against O'Grady.
Hawks had 7 blocks against Northwestern. Here's Clark, left wing, drives baseline, loses control of the ball. Stolen away by Shelley. Shelley crosses the timeline, drives down the right side. Scoop shot up, no good. And O'Grady the rebound. Outlet pass to Caitlin Clark. 16-15. Clark for three, rimming no. Quick three that time. Markowski with the rebound. 3:10 left to go, first quarter. Nebraska by 1 with the ball. Widener, left side. Markowski reverses it to Jazz Shelley. Clark comes out on her. Lob pass into Bourne. Goes up with the left hand and scores. That pass came from the right wing to the left block.
That skip pass has to be something where, and Kate was there. She just didn't have her hands up to deflect it.
Inside O'Grady. Up and under move. Blocked by Markowski, but gathered by O'Grady. Back out to Clark for three. No. Long rebound into the hands of Jazz Shelley. Nebraska by 3. Hawks in a 2-3 zone. Here's Bourne for three. A little bit long. And the rebound raced down by Tomi Taiwo. Taiwo hands it off to Martin. Kate flips the ball to Gabby Marshall. Now Taiwo on the right wing. Lob pass into O'Grady. Turnaround jumper is no good. Blocked, but a foul will be called on Nebraska. Just caught it about the 12-foot mark, turned around, and fired it up.
Yeah. Those are the things that you want her to be doing that, and that's good that she feels confident to shoot that shot, and hopefully she can hit this free throw, and we'll get a changing of the guard with, well, changing of the post between Monica Sonato and Addie O'Grady.
Allison Widener, her first foul. O'Grady at the line will shoot 2. First one is no good. Spun out.
So
18-15 Nebraska.
So fun fact, Rob and I were talking about how both teams are shooting very well, 60%, and since then Iowa has been 1 of 8 from the field and Nebraska has been 1 of 8 from the field. So we jinxed them both.
And O'Grady missed the free throw, but Taiwo got the rebound. Here's Clark, 17-foot jumper straight away, got it.
You could tell Clark was trying to figure out her rhythm. The past few shots, she just tried to get back into it.
Hawks pull to within 1. Stewart, long three-pointer. That's an air ball. Monica Stewart had 12 points last night against Michigan in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, she really had some great offensive effort out there. And then you put her in, if you're a coach, you put her in thinking maybe she can do it again, but an air ball is not the way you want to see her start.
And she was very good in the first 2 quarters last night. Here's Clark, angles left side. Hybe comes out on her. Now brings it to the right, flips it to Taiwo, who tries to get a pass inside to Sonato, working hard, and Stewart will be charged with a hold against Sonato.
Sonato's working so hard down there to get positioning, to get that ball inside.
Ball possession for the Hawks along the baseline, just right of the goal, down 1. 1:32 left to go in the first. Lob pass out to Feuerbach, and it's not a good pass and picked off by Shelley, who drives in, but Feuerbach with a blocked shot. It's clean into the hands of Taiwo. Down court to Clark. She drives the paint, goes up, and a charge is going to be called on Caitlin Clark. Taken by Hybe. She had an open 3.
She did. I was surprised she didn't take it.
But then the lane was also open too.
Yeah, I was surprised she did not take the 3.
Nebraska with a 1-point lead. 18-17. Hybe with the basketball, top of the key. Hands it off to Widener. Now left side. Inside to Bourne. Turnaround jump shot is good in the paint. Isabel Bourne with 11 in the quarter.
Well, Nebraska's a lot of people can score for them, but nobody really tends to score a ton of points for them.
And the Hawks turn it over.
Just by errant pass.
Nebraska with Hybe. 42 seconds left on the left wing. Taiwo comes out on her. Stewart hits the ball to Bourne. Martin on her, back outside to Hybe. Crossover dribble, now gets to the paint, blocked by Taiwo.
Wow. Block nation for the man. The Hawks are just getting there and getting position.
And now can hold for 1 with 20 seconds. Shot clock is off. Iowa down 3. 22-17. Clark just exchanging hands with the dribble out near midcourt. Double high post, angles right side. Fires a three-pointer, no good off the right side of the rim. Rebound taken down by Nebraska. And a desperation half-court shot is not close. And that'll do it for the first 10 minutes from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Nebraska 20, Iowa 17 after 1. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that as a Mid-American Energy customer, nearly half of your life is powered by the wind energy we provide? That means when you're at home fixing a snack, or at work sending emails, you're using wind energy. Investing in wind helps us keep your rates low. Renewable wind energy. It's clean, affordable, and powerful. And it's one more way Mid-American Energy is obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Rob Brooks and Jamie Cavey Lang back inside the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Semifinals of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. The winner of this game will take on Indiana tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central. Nebraska 20, Iowa 17 after 1. It's a great time to join the Iowa Lottery's free VIP club. Members receive free plays, special offers, insider news, and can enter to win promotions and cash and other great prizes. Visit ialottery.com and click on the VIP Club tab for complete details.
Well, we got 1 quarter down, 3 quarters to go for the Hawkeyes. Should be an interesting second quarter. I think that this first quarter, similar to what kind of happened in the first quarter yesterday, was kind of a feelings quarter, right? Getting your bearings, getting back into the swing of the games, and hopefully this is where Iowa can pick it up again and start to go on some runs.
Nebraska starts the second quarter with the ball. Cravens, top of the key, behind the arc, hands to Jazz Shelley. Dribbles left, gets into the paint, up and under move, and is held by Sonano.
Sonano just got stuck there. She stopped moving her feet and then ultimately had to commit the foul just to get no layup.
So that's her first, and Jazz Shelley at the free throw line with 2 points. First one good. Had 12 against Michigan. 43% three-point shooter. No good on the second free throw attempt. Spun out the right side into the hands of Kate Martin. To Clark, now back to Martin. Whips the ball left side to Tomi Taiwo. Now to Sonano, outside of the paint. Back to Clark, in between the circles. Angles left side. Now Taiwo in the corner to Kate Martin. She dribbles paint, stops, up and under move, has it blocked by Cravens. Numbers for Nebraska. Ivy gets into the paint. Layup, no. Both teams go after the ball. Touched last by Cravens of Nebraska. Remember, Warnock on the bench with 2 quick fouls.
Right. And that's it, though, for the Hawkeyes. For the rest of the fouls for Iowa, she's the only one with 2. 3 players have 1.
Hawks down 21-17 with the ball. Just underway, second quarter. Good position inside. Sonano goes up, fadeaway shot. That's an air ball. Kind of lost her balance. And Nebraska picks off the board. Here's Hybee, right side. Thought about a 17-footer, gives it to Cravens. Her shot is wild from the top of the key, and the Hawks dig up the rebound. Here's Clark in transition, gets to the paint, goes up, in and out, own rebound, up, no, but will shoot two. Way to stay with it, Caitlin Clark.
Right, it's a good drive. I like that she was attacking. I think that that's helpful for the Hawkeyes. And the bigger thing, like you said, was that she stuck with it. She missed the shot, but she tried to get the board.
Cravens picks up her first. Clark to the line, had 7 in the first quarter. First free throw, good. Had 19 and 12 boards last night against the Wildcats. On the top 15 list for the Wooden Award. No surprise there. Makes the second, has 9. Hawks pull to within 2. 8:25 left to go, second quarter. Rainbow three is up and no good by Shelley, but the rebound and putback by Caton is good. Transfer from California. Her first basket, it's 23-19 Nebraska. Taiwo, left wing, inside, Sonano turns, goes to the right hand, no good. Rebound, Martin back out, Taiwo, three-pointer, count it from the left wing.
Tomi Yohomi just hitting those threes. That was a nice shot by her.
Had a big three last night. Caton off balance, layup on the baseline goes down. Here's Clark. Racing down the court. Now the Hawks will slow the tempo just a bit. Taiwo, free throw line extended right. Couple of dribbles, fires left side to Kate Martin. Martin holds. Now back to Clark, 12 to shoot. Drives down the left side, hesitates, goes up and misses the layup after she had beat Caton to the basket. Here's Shelley in transition. Little flip back to Markowski. Now to Caton, she's feeling it, and a three-pointer's no good. Hit the window first. Here is Caitlin Clark with the ball across the timeline. Now back to Taiwo. 25-22 in favor of Nebraska. Approaching 7 left in the second. Here's Marshall. Wheels into the paint. Spins. Shot. Too strong. A good look. Hawks have really cooled off now, down to 34% shooting.
They're getting into the lane. They're not finishing.
Caton, long three, no good. Let that happen all night. Clark on the left wing. Tries to send a pass inside to Sonano. Poked away by Markowski. Into the hands of Jazz Shelley. Shelley in between the circles. Uses a Markowski screen. Will fire a three. That's a swish.
And Shelley, that's the player that hit 9 three-pointers in their first game.
Against Illinois a couple of nights ago. Hit 2 against Michigan last night. Here's Marshall for 3, right wing, no good. Nebraska with the rebound. Down court pass to Shelley on the left wing. Inside to Bourne. Goes to work in the paint. Up and under move with the left hand, no good. Martin with the rebound. Kate did a good job defensively. Crosses the timeline. Tries to get it to Taiwo on the right side. Knocked out of bounds by Shelley. Iowa will have the ball along the sideline, down 28-22.
Iowa just struggling to get the ball to go into the hoop. They're getting the shots. Nothing's going in. Going over 2 minutes without a point.
Feuerbach into the game. Gets it to Kate Martin. Now to Marshall. High post, O'Grady. Just came in. Now a three-pointer. That's no good. Long might have hit the right side of the rim from Kate Martin. Here's Shelley. Gets it inside to Cravens. Turns and double dribbled.
Both teams were hot. I mean, going into, I think, 5 minutes into the game, I think the score was like 16-12, and neither team has been able to really get hot since then.
Hawks with the basketball, down 28-22, 5:20 left to go. Second quarter, here's Clark. Step back three-pointer straight away, rimming no. Feuerbach goes after the rebound and commits the foul against Bella Cravens. Second team foul in the quarter. Nebraska with the ball. 5:05 left to go. Nebraska on top, 28-22. Hawkeye hands it off to Shelley. Uses a screen, gets into the paint. Now kicks it right side. And the jumper is no good by Moriarty. Kendall Moriarty in for the first time. Clark with the rebound, brings it into the front court. Here's Feuerbach to Marshall. Inside O'Grady. Feeds it left side, Feuerbach. Now Clark, a deep three-pointer.
Yeah.
Got this one.
Who's just sitting here, like, come on. Somebody's got to shoot it and want to hit that shot. And can that be it? Can that be the thing that opens up the hoop for the Hawkeyes?
And good ball movement by Iowa that time.
Oh, yes.
Made that extra pass, and Clark delivered. She has 12. And back to a three-point lead for Nebraska. Hawkeye, scoop shot, right wing, no. Rebound O'Grady, gets it ahead to Clark. Gets into the paint, all the way to the hoop. Left-handed layup, no. Foul on Nebraska. Believe on Bella Cravens, her second.
Great read by Clark. There were three players in front of her. Here's the thing that makes her different than other players. You'd see three players in front of you, and most players are going to be like, oh, there's already three people down the court. But however, those players weren't running down the court, so she just started sprinting, and that's how she got open and had a layup.
So a couple of free throws for Caitlin Clark after the timeout. 4:10 left to go. Second quarter, Nebraska 28, Iowa 25. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
I could not ask for more. You were born to no place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Hawks down 3 with 4:10 left to go in the second quarter. Nebraska 28, Iowa 25. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn is a multi-purpose crop which benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides clean burning fuel for our planet. Thank you to Iowa's corn farmers. Blue is caring, blue is convenient, and now blue is Medicare Advantage from Wellmark Advantage Health Plan, offering all-in-one Medicare coverage, our extensive network, and the confidence of being covered by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more at wellmarkadvantage.com. Iowa shooting 33.3%. Nebraska, the exact same. After two teams that started really hot.
They started so hot, double that. They were both double that. And Iowa is starting to figure it out a little bit again. They're not going on a run by any means yet, but starting to figure it out. And right now, Nebraska is in a scoring drought of over 2 minutes.
So Clark was fouled by Bella Cravens before the timeout and awarded 2 free throws. First one, perfect. Caitlin with 13. Second one, got it. So 14 of the 27 points from Clark, and the Hawks pull to within 1. 4 minutes left to go, second quarter. Iowa back in that 2-3 zone. Moriarty out to Shelley. Lob pass inside. Markowski missed the layup on the left side. Rebound down to Iowa. Clark across the timeline. Brings it to the right side. Hands it off to Gabby Marshall. Sends a pass to Warnock. Now top of the key to O'Grady. Warnock. Marshall back to Clark for 3. Count it!
Yeah!
A deep 3 just right at the top of the key.
You think she's feeling it? That's 2.
Starting to feel it.
Well, I think that's 3 actually, but 2 just now in a row base for her.
Well, she loves to play against the Huskers. Markowski inside, blocked away by O'Grady and dug up under the basket by Warnock.
We're gonna have to call them the Iowa Hawkeyes today.
Now inside, O'Grady.
Oh my
A
God.
beautiful left-handed layup. A terrific pass from Caitlin Clark, and the Hawks go up by 4.
Oh, that's a 10-0 run for the Hawkeyes.
And then Bourne able to answer inside for Nebraska. Clark brings it into the front court, tries to get a pass to O'Grady, and it's knocked away by Nebraska. Into the hands of Shelley. She drives down the right side of the lane, shot is up and curls in, and a foul will be called on McKenna Warnock.
I thought it was on Clark. Should be on Clark.
Well, that's the case that Clark is pleading, and Warnock, who came in with the 2 fouls, goes back to the bench with 3.
It shouldn't be on Warnock at all. Clark did reach in. I can understand them calling it a foul, but definitely wasn't on Warnock at all. That was
you don't want to be anywhere near
No.
that play if you're McKenna Warnock. And the 3-point play completed by Jazz Shelley. She has 9, and it's now back to a Nebraska 1-point advantage. 33-32, 2:35 left to go until halftime. Kate Martin, just right at the top of the key, takes a couple of steps back. Sonano back into the game with the ball, down on the right block, turnaround jumper, got it over Stewart.
much more controlled. Before, I think Sonano was doing a little too much down there. I'm sure that Coach Jan Jensen talked to her about it, like, hey, you got this. Just take your time. Take the easiest shot.
Jazz Shelley, deep 3-pointer, no good, a little bit strong. Long rebound down to Gabby Marshall. Hawks now up 1, deep 3, Clark, and that's an air ball. Shot that one from the hash mark. And Coach Bluter kind of wondering why that shot occurred.
Because she's Clark. When you have somebody who shoots that far out, I think that sometimes she's going to do those things.
Oh, yeah. We know that.
Yep. And you have a coach that's going to ask her, though, and ask her the question, why are you doing that?
Baseline jumper by Bourne is no good from 17. Scrapped for the rebound. Sonano lost it. And Hybe got it and laid it up and in.
Man,
she has 7.
That ball just really didn't bounce to Iowa.
Nebraska by 1. 1:25 left to go. Second quarter. Feuerbach back in there with the ball on the right wing. Behind the arc. Drives to the free throw line. Kicks it left side. Marshall. Now Martin, same area. Hands it back to Clark with 8 to shoot. Comes right side. Bounce pass inside to Monica Sonano. High arching layup is off the window and good.
And good adjustment. She adjusted to get to the right side of the basket.
Hybe fires a 3-pointer off the left side and into the hands of Caitlin Clark. Races into the front court. Gets it to the corner. Now back to Clark. Fires a 3 short. Rebound to Hybe in the paint. Down court to Widener. Left-handed layup. No good. As the Hawks hustled back, but Widener had an open look at it. Here's Clark down the right side. Drives all the way in. Shot is up and no good on the layup attempt, but a foul is whistled on Nebraska.
And Clark has really, I mean, she should be touted for her ability to see that I have them, right? I'm faster than them, and they're not letting up. If a player's not letting up, she's like, I will go all the way to the basket, and either I will make a free throw or a layup, or you will foul me, right? She has that read on players. You just don't see that very often.
Terrific speed. Clark's first free throw, good. Caitlin has 18. Second one, rimming, got it. So matched her point total from last night's game. Here in the first half, Hawks go back up by 3. 38-35, 30 seconds left to go. Iowa will get the ball back, and a hold on the perimeter on Taiwo.
And just no more fouls out there on the perimeter, because that'll lead to free throws for the Huskers.
Shelley inbounds the ball. Hybe will hold. 15 to shoot, 22 on the game clock. Hawks by 3, end of the second quarter. Here's Shelley on the right wing. Tried a bounce pass inside, and it was kicked by Gabby Marshall and out of bounds.
The only bad thing about that kick is then that means Iowa is not going to get the ball back unless there's a shot and they get a rebound for one more shot to end the half.
Shot clock is off. 14.6 on the game clock. Shelley will inbounds right at the Iowa bench. Hits it into Sam Hybe in between the circles. Walks it right side. High post. Markowski tried to get a pass inside to Bourne, but knocked away by Taiwo and Marshall.
Great defense of getting their hands in there, realizing that Bourne was under there.
So now 5.3, and the Hawks will get Andy O'Grady into the game. For Sonano. Nebraska will have it on the baseline. Look inside. Now get it out to Hybe. She'll fire a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Martin. And that'll do it for quarter number 2. Marshall kind of flew at the ball, didn't get it, which left Hybe with a wide open three-point attempt.
Kind of dangerous, but Iowa just going to the half with the lead.
That's the good news. 38-35, Iowa over Nebraska. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Don't forget, especially in the month of March, that law enforcement is cracking down on wearing seatbelts. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. The Bud Light halftime show is coming up. We'll take a look at the first half stats as Iowa leads by 3, 38-35. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right. The game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on game day.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Ladies, Gary Dolphin here. Authentic Brand's stylish line of products are designed by ladies for ladies. You will love the unique Hawkeye options available for your next tailgate. These same Authentic Brand styles are available to outfit your professional life as well. With Authentic Brand by TCB Companies, you'll look your best at the game, work, or anywhere in between. Outfit your life today at authentic-brand.com. Authentic Brand by TCB Companies.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Today's broadcast of the Big Ten Championship on the Hawkeye Radio Network is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless with a nationwide network built from your town up.
This is the Bud Light Halftime Show, of course, brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena. This year, Bud Light is for the fans. Jamie, Hawkeyes on top by 3, 38-35. How about the first half stats?
Yeah, they're looking better is what I will say for Iowa. They have one player in double figures, and that's Clark with 19 points already. Just 4 of 15 shooting from the field, 3 of 9, though, from the three-point line, and a perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Helping her out, though, Sanano with 8 points on 4 of 6 from the field shooting, 6 points from Martin with 3 of 6 shooting, 3 points from Taiwo, and 2 from O'Grady. For Nebraska, they have one player in double figures, and that's Bourne, but followed closely by Shelley with 9. Bourne has 13, Shelley has 9. Ivy has 7, and then a few other players with 4 or less. For Iowa, the rebounds, 28 rebounds as a team. That's pretty great, but even more impressive, 9 of those coming from Kate Martin. Kate is being aggressive, getting in there. 5 also coming from Clark. Assist-wise, Iowa has 10 assists as a team, and Clark is leading the way with 3 assists, but 3 other players have 2 assists for Iowa. Rebounds for Nebraska being led by 2 people, Hybe and Markowski with 4 each. One of the fun stats for Iowa that you've been hearing us talk about are the blocks. As I said, the Iowa Hawkeyes. I'm going to trademark that.
You already have.
Once you say it twice, it's automatically trademarked. 7 blocks for the team, but 4 of those coming from O'Grady. Some big blocks from her, but 1 from Feuerbach, 1 from Taiwo, and 1 from Martin. 2 steals for the Hawkeyes, 1 coming from Clark and 1 coming from Marshall. But overall, things are looking a little bit up. You don't want to get you can't dive too into it or get too excited, but they are looking a little bit better for the Hawkeyes in the second quarter.
Field goal percentage for Iowa, 39.4. Free throw, 80. 3-point field goal percentage, 28.5. For Nebraska, 32.6. 3-pointers, 8%. Have not hit them so far, and 85% from the line. We'll be back with more on the Bud Light Halftime Show. Iowa 38, Nebraska 35. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Every day you use energy to power your life, to wake up, to stay connected.
Hi, this is John. Oh, hey.
To feed your loved ones. Dinner! You don't even have to think about it, because at MidAmerican Energy, we do. We work hard to bring you energy you can count on every day, because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're MidAmerican Energy, and we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
You know when your internet works, your life works. Living with unreliable internet or slow speeds is a hassle you can't afford. Hawk fans, don't settle for subpar service. Get Extreme Internet and transform your whole home. With Extreme powered by Mediacom, you can enjoy speeds from 60 meg up to an incredible 1 gig, intelligent whole home Wi-Fi, and unbeatable reliability. You want great internet at a great price? Give us a call at 844-4FASTER and talk to the Extreme Internet Pros today. Speeds may vary and a monthly data usage allowance applies.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Field and beyond. There's a lot to discover at enjoyillinois.com.
Welcome back to the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, downtown Indianapolis. Iowa leads by 3, 38-35. Let's check the U.S. Bank scoreboard. At U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We are committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Well, we're in the semifinals, and the winner of this game will take on the Indiana Hoosiers after Indiana defeated Ohio State, the #1 seed in the tournament, 70-62. That game at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Top 25 women's basketball today. #1 South Carolina leading Ole Miss 58-45 with just under 3 minutes left to go in that one. And then a bunch of finals for you. NC State 70, Virginia Tech 55, #7 UConn 84, Georgetown 38. Texas, #9 in the country, has defeated Oklahoma State 65-50. Kansas over Oklahoma in an upset, 73-67. And Miami by 3 over #20 Notre Dame, 57-54. Iowa State and West Virginia a little bit later on tonight, as is Kentucky and Tennessee. UNI men's basketball team lost in the semifinals today. The MVC championships in St. Louis, Loyola 62, UNI 42, but UNI will get an automatic bid to the NIT because they were regular season champs. We'll be back with more on the Bud Light Halftime Show. Hawks by 3, 38-35 over Nebraska. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
During the month of March, everyone seems to be Irish. Unfortunately, no one's luck is immune to the consequences of drunk driving. For too many Americans, St. Patrick's Day has ended in tragedy due to drunk drivers getting behind the wheel. You can't rely on a 4-leaf clover to keep you safe. You have to make your own luck. Designate a sober driver. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, Hi-Chai Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
We might not remember the exact feeling of catching our first fish, but one thing's for sure, we must have really liked it, because from that moment forward, our futures were set. And fishing has shown us everything from people to places we probably never would have seen. So, maybe this whole fishing thing isn't just about keeping a fish at all. Maybe it's about keeping that feeling alive. Shields, we feel it too. So stop in and let's talk fishing.
Both teams back out on the court. Hawkeyes warming up, getting ready for the third quarter. Basket to our left, the Huskers to our right. Iowa leads 38-35, and it's really been a back and forth type of game. The game has been tied one time, which is counted for 14 seconds. There's been 9 lead changes already in the first 2 quarters. Nebraska has led for 15 minutes and 33 seconds. Iowa for 4:13. Hawkeyes did have a 10-0 run in the second quarter and had its largest lead at the 3:11 mark of quarter number 2 by 4 at 32-28. Winner heads to the championship game tomorrow of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. We'll find out what happens in the final 20. Iowa 38, Nebraska 35. Back with the third quarter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Mid-American Energy, being obsessively, relentlessly at your service means delivering reliable, affordable energy to you. And it also means marking underground utility lines before you break ground to keep you safe. Trimming trees to keep them away from electric lines so power is there when you need it. And it means working safely and quickly to power your home and business, no matter what the weather. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. That's Mid-American Energy.
During the month of March, everyone seems to be Irish. Unfortunately, no one's luck is immune to the consequences of drunk driving. For too many Americans, St. Patrick's Day has ended in tragedy due to drunk drivers getting behind the wheel. You can't rely on a 4-leaf clover to keep you safe. You have to make your own luck. Designate a sober driver. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here we go, third quarter, Iowa 38, Nebraska 35. And Jamie, when you look at the points in the paint, a rare time where Iowa is well down.
Right. I think that, 24-12, that is not something you normally hear. And I actually wouldn't even realize it. I feel like Iowa's been driving in they're just not finishing at the moment, or they weren't finishing in the previous half. So hopefully that's something that can change in this third quarter.
Hawks will have the first possession. Starters are out there: Martin, Warnock, Sonato, Clark, and Marshall. And how about a big half here from McKenna Warnock? Has not scored, has hardly played because of foul difficulty.
Yep.
And made just 1 field goal yesterday.
And she hasn't shot any today. Like, hasn't even shot them. She's contributing. She has 1 rebound and 2 assists, but Warnock can be a great addition right now that Iowa didn't get to see in the first half.
And yesterday against Northwestern did have 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Hawks with the ball. Clark walks it across the timeline. Jazz Shelley out on her, whips it to Warnock. 3-pointer, no good from the right wing. Rebound taken down by Hybe. Hybe attempts a bounce pass that is knocked out of bounds by Caitlin Clark. Hawks up 3, Huskers with the basketball. We'll have it along the sideline. Shelley into Hybe, who had 7 in the first half. Sam walks it in between the circles. Now feeds left side. Widener looks inside. Markowski a little bit off the block. Now to Shelley. Takes a couple of dribbles. Whips it back to Bourne for 3. Rimming no. And there's another Kate Martin rebound. Terrific job boxing out Widener. Here's Marshall on the right wing. Takes 2 dribbles and pushes it around the arc. Now Warnock. Here's Clark. In that same area. Uses a screen and tried to get a pass to Sonato. Batted up in the air and taken down by Hybe. Lob pass into Markowski. The layup good. That's her first basket of the ballgame.
Yeah, not her first attempt. Markowski has had 7 shots, then just made her first field goal.
Averages 13 and 8. Nebraska pulls to within 1. Iowa basketball. Warnock pulls up her dribble, gives it back to Gabby Marshall. Hawks just handing the ball off around the arc, and now 5 to shoot. Here's Clark. Makes a move. Floater off the window is good. Got it to go. Tough shot by Caitlin Clark. She has 21.
Shot it confidently, though. I mean, 8 feet away and used the backboard to help her out.
Softly put it up there and got the bounce. Hybe on the left wing. Hawks in at 2-3 zone defense. Cross-court pass. Hybe gets it from Shelley. Drives paint. Tries to get a pass inside to Markowski. Kicked by Sonato and out of bounds. This is the Hawks' second game in this tournament. Nebraska's third in 3 days. Shelley will trigger it in along the baseline, looks inside, then floats it out high to Hybe. Now back to Shelley. Jazz had 9 in the first half. Uses a screen, hesitates, drives down the right side on the baseline, and then tried to get it inside. Nice help defense by Warnock. It's stolen away. Gets it to Clark. Angles left side, now kicks it out to Martin. Now on the right wing, Marshall looks inside. Feeds Warnock. Now inside, Sonato goes up strong off the window on the right block. Sonato with 10.
Got to feed it inside. I think Sonato is probably a missing piece right here where they could easily pull away if they can just get her more touches.
Markowski, a 3-pointer that just scrapes the front of the iron and goes out of bounds. Iowa 42, Nebraska 37.
As you mentioned, this is their third game. This is where 3-pointers in the second half, you could see those things being shorter than they're used to because they're not used to playing 3 games in a row, right? And even though you might feel okay, your legs might not be as strong as they normally are.
Sonato inside, goes to work, right block, and turns to the baseline and scores.
Yep, she's it. Get it in there.
Hawks do that so well coming out of the halftime break, make the adjustments. Here's Hybe down the right side of the lane, layup off the window, good. Hybe with 9, 44-39 Iowa with the lead in the basketball, 6:45 third quarter. Marshall gets it to Martin, free throw line extended right, drives paint 13 feet away, gets a pass inside to Sonato, layup right hand, left side. How did Kate Martin find her?
That was an amazing pass. I thought she was just going to throw up a really crummy shot, and instead she whipped that ball around and somehow had enough spin on it to get to Sonato.
Shelley for 3, curls out and into the hands of Caitlin Clark, 46-39. Boy, this would be huge if the Hawks can get a bucket. Sonato posting, now comes out. And Marshall just telegraphed that pass and it was knocked away.
It was off of Nebraska.
It looked like it was off of Shelley, but it's going to be awarded to Nebraska.
The ref who had the best vision didn't call it. I don't know why.
So Taiwo will come in, O'Grady as well, Martin and Sonato a breather. 46-39, Iowa, 6:06 left to go. Nebraska with the ball, Hybe will jog it across the timeline. We're under 6. Now Widener looks inside to Bourne, who had a big first half. Turnaround shot is up and no good. Ball tapped away by Cravens, but into the hands of Marshall. Now to Clark. Back to Marshall. She drives, pulls from 15, rimming no. Rebound down to Hybe. Marshall has not scored tonight, nor has Warnock. Hybe down the right side of the lane, layup good. Quick first step by Sam Hybe with 11.
And Hybe, I feel like Iowa finally got her in control, right? She had a few drives just like that in the first half, but they figured it out, so they got to refigure it out.
Iowa by 5 with the ball. 5:15 left to go, third quarter. Clark uses an O'Grady screen, turns the corner, drives in, floater off the window. Count it, and she's fouled.
Fabulous finish. Strong take. Not an easy shot, but she shot it confidently, and then she even drew the foul. So wonderful play by Clark.
2 floaters coming off a screen, going to her right from mid-range by Caitlin Clark.
Well, she's pulling up before she gets to that second layer of defense. Like, she's making a really good decision, and she's getting it to fall now this half.
Widener, her third. Clark's free throw spins out. 48-41. Approaching 5 left to go, third quarter. Good start for the Hawks here in the third. Shelley gets it right side to Brittany Brown, 5'8" freshman. Little used. Inside, Bourne goes to work, up and under. Reverse layup is good. Bourne's first field goal in the third. She has 15. 48-43 Iowa. Here's Clark in between the circles to Taiwo. Tomey replaces her. Now back to Caitlin. Fakes a 3, drives into the paint. Scoop shot is up and good off Hybe, and counted, and she's fouled.
She's looking good. Clark's looking good. She's attacking. I like the aggressiveness. Man, she's really putting some stuff together for the Hawkeyes.
25 now for Caitlin Clark. Hybe picks up her second foul. And Caitlin will have a chance to complete another three-point play after the break. 4:30 left to go in the third. Iowa 50, Nebraska 43. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
We might not remember the exact feeling of catching our first fish, but one thing's for sure. We must have really liked it, because from that moment forward, our futures were set. And fishing has shown us everything from people to places we probably never would have seen. So, maybe this whole fishing thing isn't just about keeping a fish at all. Maybe it's about keeping that feeling alive. Shields, we feel it too. So stop in and let's talk fishing.
There's a sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Well, does Caitlin Clark love playing the Nebraska Cornhuskers? Seeing red again today. Clark with 31 at Nebraska and 31 at home against the Huskers this year, plus set the Pinnacle Bank Arena record for points last year.
And Nebraska was where you could tell she kind of hit this new stride of when she was playing at another team's arena and realizing, wow, I can kind of make this my thing, right? Even if the crowd is aggressive against me, which they were, and that's okay, because that's what happens when you get into those types of matches.
That.
Yeah, she realized, she was like, this is it. This is what I've been wanting to do. So I think that that's something that she's ready for, and she likes the aggressiveness.
Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cars, cakes and bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Hawkeyes. Free throw good. Iowa's made 6 of its last 7 from the floor. Lead 51-43. Clark with 26, and here's a steal on the ball by Kate Martin. tried to get it to Clark, and she is pushed from behind by Whitney Brown.
Good hands by Martin doing the mirroring as she's on the ball out there.
Taiwo, Martin, Clark, O'Grady, Marshall, the 5 for the Hawkeyes. Clark in between the circles. Taiwo, left wing. Martin comes out high, top of the key. Dribbles between her legs. Gets into the paint, stops, drives in, off the window, good with the step through.
Kate Martin looking good. Kate Martin, man, coming up strong for the Iowa.
Nebraska whipping the ball around the outer arc. Here's Hybe on the left wing. Hawks in that 2-3 zone, but gets it extended. Here's Bourne, drives down the right side, gathers, goes up with the left hand, and is fouled and will shoot 2. Kate Martin with 8 points and 10 rebounds.
She is having a game. Like Martin's whole stat line, though.
Tournament.
4 assists, the 10 rebounds. I have to look at this other screen to see all of her stuff. 1 steal, 1 block. No turnovers. I mean, she's doing some fabulous things out there on the court.
O'Grady, her first foul. Bourne connects on the first free throw. She has 16.
You got Warnock back out there on the court, and she is someone who you can never count out. It doesn't matter if she hasn't touched the ball. She's always ready to shoot. She's ready to come out there and be a threat.
Second free throw long into the hands of Caitlin Clark. Gets it across the timeline, and here's Warnock, drives down the right side, gets all the way to the rim, shot good.
There's that threat. Hard drive, good finish.
Too good a player to not be on the scoreboard, and that's her first basket, 55-44. Hawks lead it. Shelley, three-pointer, drills it from the right wing. She's a shooter. 55-47, 3 minutes left. Warnock at the elbow. Now Feuerbach. One dribble, gets it to Warnock. Now back to Kylie. Gets into the paint. Left-handed layup is up and good. Nice move by Kylie Feuerbach with her back to the basket.
Just posting up like she's 6'3" down there, but playing really well.
And here's a steal by Clark. In transition, goes in. Layup is good off of Shelley.
Yes, yes, yes. Way to go, Clark. Those steals are important.
Just
Iowa
taking over the game.
Getting the momentum, going in their direction. Those are the things you have to do right now, though, to try to take the wind out of Nebraska's sails. You can't let them think they're in the game.
And the Huskers take a 30-second timeout with 2:29 left to go in the third. Iowa now 59, Nebraska 47. And the Hawkeyes had that field goal percentage up over 51%. Remember, it was at 33 at halftime.
Well, that's because they're shooting 83% this quarter. 83.
30-second timeout, now a media timeout. So we will take it as well. 2:29 left to go, third quarter. It's been a good one for the Hawks, up 59-47. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Keep yourself and your loved ones healthy by getting your free COVID-19 vaccine. Plus, when you get a COVID-19 vaccine at your Hy-Vee pharmacy between February 1st and April 30th, you can get a 50-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver reward. Talk about savings. Schedule your COVID-19 vaccination appointment today at Hy-Vee.com/COVID vaccine. Some restrictions apply. See pharmacy for more details.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Caitlin Clark with 9 points in the third quarter alone. 28 overall to lead the Hawkeyes to a 59-47 lead with 2:29 left to go in the third quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. Out of the timeout, taken by Nebraska. Huskers with the basketball. Here's Widener. Right side. Now gets it to Shelley. Behind the arc. She wanted to shoot it, but nice collapsing defense by Kate Martin. Here's Widener. Gets into the paint, and foul will be called on Feuerbach. That's her second.
And I like Iowa in their zone right now. I think they're looking good. They're moving well. They're talking well. As long as you know where the shooters are, it should work fine.
Nebraska gets it in. Here's Shelley in the paint. Layup with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Widener, short jumper in the paint is good. Her first basket. 10-point lead for the Hawkeyes as Clark walks it across the timeline. Calls out the play. Coach Booter wants this possession. Lob inside. Sonano. Wow. Beautiful pass. Warnock in the corner. Layup. Sonano on the right block.
Perfect passing right there for the Hawkeyes.
Jazz Shelley. Deep three. Rimming no. Rebound. Putback is good by Widener. Clark almost has it taken away in the backcourt by Shelley, but does get into the front court. 61-51. Angles to the right side. Now free throw line extended. Here's Feuerbach. Drives down the right side. Pulls up her dribble. Not a Clark. Baseline jumper. No. And the rebound. Good position in there by Markowski.
You don't see a lot of corner threes from Clark.
Nebraska sets up the offense against this extended 2-3 zone defense. Shelley for three. That's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. 3-point shooting percentage for Nebraska, 11% tonight. Normally 38 on the year.
See, this is where the third game, Rob and I have been having discussions where you know, how much advantage do you get? And I don't think you start getting advantages till maybe the third or fourth game, really. That's when you might.
Indiana's played 3 games and won easily today.
I don't know. We got to look at their 3-point percentage. Maybe that's where it's at.
Warnock, 3. Ooh,
White.
Hard off the glass, but the rebound by Sonano didn't get the putback.
Warnock has the legs, that means. Just too much leg. A little too strong.
And she's smiling about it. Previous had a great drive-in layup.
But more so what happened just then was the fact that Sonano kept with the play and got after the ball. And so now she gets to go to the free throw line.
And way to go, Monica Sonano, to get that offensive rebound. Makes the first. Second, got it. Terrific free throw shooter.
This is where they need to always recap and be like, all right, let's try to get the ball back into Sonano.
63-51, 40 seconds, third quarter. Lob pass inside Markowski. Open layup inside. The semicircle is good. A rare time that Nebraska's been able to score easily inside. Hawks can pretty much hold for one. Less than a second differential shot clock, game clock. Iowa by 10. Clark out near the timeline. Shelley comes out. High post to Sonano. Back to Clark for three. Got it from the top of the key.
That's some icing. That's how you end a third quarter for the Hawks.
A deadly three-pointer by Caitlin Clark. From the top of the key, she has 31. Well, she had 31 against Nebraska at Carver.
And then we're not done. We have one more quarter.
Not even
here for
close.
The Hawkeyes.
How about all the 31s? They both, Sonano Clark had 31 against Nebraska at Carver. And then Clark had 31 at Nebraska. but that was through 4 quarters or only through 3 quarters.
There's something that Clark likes about when she plays Nebraska, and it's the number 3. 3-point shots, numbers that start with the number 3. You know, if she got to a number that started with the number 4, that'd also be fine, I think. But really what I think that they need to focus on here in this 4th quarter is spreading the love, to be quite honest. Like, move the ball around, get the ball. When they're passing the ball, they look like such a better team, like an unbeatable team. So that's what I think they need to do.
10 minutes away from a trip to the Big Ten championship game against Indiana. Iowa has to finish this one off, 66-53 over Nebraska. We'll be back with the 4th. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Really good 3rd quarter for the Hawkeyes. Outscored Nebraska 28-18, 8 of 10 from the floor, 75% from the field. But not over yet. Markowski gets in deep on the right block and goes up and is fouled by Monica Sonato. Good news is that's only her 2nd.
Right, she can be aggressive down there. Now, don't go crazy or anything, but she could be a little bit more aggressive in that zone.
Markowski's free throw is good. 6'3" freshman. Averaged 13 and 8. Second one no good, but the ball kept alive. Ivy has it, then lost control of it. Clark got a hand on it and the steal. Crosses the timeline. Caitlin at the top of the key, wheels left side. Tried to get a pass inside, batted away by Shelley. Retrieved, however, by Sonato. Back to Clark, 66-54. Hawks on top, just underway 4th quarter. Good job by Sonato to go get that ball.
Yeah.
As Clark turns the corner, floater, right block, window, good.
She's driving right side. This is her 3rd time this quarter she's made that drive with the floater.
And using the backboard.
Yes.
68-54. Here's a steal by Warnock as Nebraska tried to get the ball inside.
Oh, yeah!
Down court pass to Sonato in stride, but took an extra step.
Totally, it was the NBA. She would have been fine. I mean,
maybe one dribble.
Needs that one dribble.
But a nice catch and good footwork.
And you could tell she was really striding out to beat the players down, and she did. You just want her to get rewarded, right? But that's okay. I liked it. Still exciting.
So Nebraska with the ball. Hawks really getting out in the passing lanes around the arc. Now Shelley, left wing. Right-handed dribble, cross-court pass to Caton now into the game. Gets to the free throw line. Now back to Shelley. In the corner to Widener. Her jumper left hand goes.
But good defense by Iowa to make them work the ball around until they got that shot. They're taking away the three-pointers that are for Shelley. I like their zone defense stuff.
Really working hard around the perimeter. Here's Clark, free throw line, spins paint. Outside to Marshall. Drives in. Looks for help. Warnock comes out. Now back to Gabby. Hawks working some clock. 9 to shoot. Here's Clark. And she'll fire from 30. Got it.
Wow. Just makes it look simple. It looks like,
well, for her it is.
It looks like a 3-foot shot for her.
36 for Caitlin Clark. Three-pointer Bourne, right wing, no good. Clark taps the ball to Sonano. Gets it right back. Drives down the left side. Wants more. Layup.
Oh,
2 more for Caitlin Clark. And the Hawks have broke this open 73-56.
She is willing it. She's like, no, you will not come close to us, Nebraska. I need a break at the end of this. She's trying to get herself a 5-minute break maybe so that they can have a little rest before
she
preparing
doesn't
for
want
the
any
next
breaks.
game. I'm joking. I know. I've met her. Anybody who's met her knows she's like, nope, I can't. I can't sit down.
No breaks. But
38 points.
She's going to get a break because the Huskers have called timeout. And Lisa Blader just off the bench just smiled and almost kind of shook her head.
Wow.
What am I watching?
You're watching Clark go after it. That's what you're watching. And I mean, but it is a full team thing. I say Clark because you can just see a fire and an intensity that is emanating off of her, and then it emanates to the rest of the team as they're playing. So
38 and 9 rebounds for Caitlin Clark. Had 19 at the half. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. 7:35 away from a championship game trip for the Hawkeyes, leading 73-56. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Today's broadcast of the Big Ten Championship on the Hawkeye Radio Network is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless with a nationwide network built from your town up.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
What's better than bread? More bread. Put more bread in your wallet when you move your car loan to Community Choice and make no car payments for 3 months. Just 60 seconds to get started. Go to unbankyourbread.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Beginning at 4 p.m. The tournament title.
Iowa 73, Nebraska 56. Caitlin Clark with 38, Monica Sonano with 18. Some quick math tells us that that's 56 from Clark and Sonano, tying Nebraska's point total. Remember, those two combined for 62 the last game that these two met.
Right, and here's the thing though, when we're watching this, Rob and I just talked in the break, we don't feel like they're the only two players contributing. That's not how it feels. Although points-wise, yes, I would definitely say, if we're talking points only, it's obvious that they are, but
well, Kate Martin has 8 and 10 rebounds.
Right. I think everyone else out there, 5 rebounds or 5 assists for Warnock. People are contributing in other ways right now.
Jazz Shelley, top of the key, 3, no good. Nice fight underneath by Sonano to get the rebound. Clark gets away from Hybe, pulls from 3, no good. On the left side, Warnock, though, hustles after the offensive rebound. There's what you're talking about.
It's a team effort right now.
Inside Sonano, layup good inside the semicircle.
Monster move. Sonano says, don't mind if I take your space. And man, just a powerful post, just drop step right there for her. Simple drop step, but very strong.
Bourne had no chance. 75-56. Widener on the right wing. Gets it to Bourne on the baseline. She's doubled. Cross-court pass to Caton. Drives in on Sedano, goes up, and Monica will be charged with her third. And that'll get O'Grady into the game as well as Tomi Taiwo. 75-56. This was a 3-point game at the half.
Only one player for Iowa has not contributed points-wise, and that's Marshall. She's only shot it 3 times. But she is guarding the best player, as always, and I think that she is keeping Hybie in control with 11 points.
Caton can't connect on the first free throw. Second one, good. That's her first point since the first 2 quarters, has 5. 75-57, 6:35 left to go. Here's Marshall. Outside the arc, now to Clark. Goes baseline, and she's held by Caton. That's her second.
She read that the lane was open. She drove in as fast as she could. As soon as she touched the ball, she was driving.
Clark will throw it in, gets it to O'Grady. Back to Caitlin. Tried to slip a pass inside to O'Grady, but stolen away by Nebraska. Tried a little no-look bounce pass. The 2 red jerseys were right there. Well, Nebraska plays good defense, active hands. Here's Caton for 3, left wing, no. Opposite side rebound to Shelley. Tried to drop a pass inside to Caton, and the ball goes out of bounds. Normally a shot that you'd think Shelley would go up with.
Right, she hasn't been going up inside at all. But she is normally just going to be shooting 3s, and so I think there's some frustration from her with just being 2 of 8 right now.
Well, you make 9 in your first game here, and somebody's going to pay attention.
It's like when you write your best paper ever, and they're like, this is amazing, and then you're like, well, nothing's going to be as great as that paper, so.
Here's Warnock, and she's bumped at the top of the key. That'll go against Cravens. Still ball possession for the Hawks on top, 75-57.
You can tell that there has definitely, it's got a lot quieter in here since Iowa has really just went on these runs.
Marshall, right side of the court. Now back to Clark. Drops a pass into O'Grady. Turnaround jumper is no good from 8 feet, a little bit strong. And Shelley comes away with the rebound into the front court. Markowski reverses the ball to Hybie on the left wing. Sam penetrates the paint, goes up off the window. Nice move. She is tough to stop on the perimeter. Does a good job getting into the paint, has 13.
And Hybie ends an over 3-minute drought for Nebraska.
Clark at the elbow, hesitates, spins, paint, scoop shot, and it gets stuck in between the glass and the iron. Then she went after it to try to tip it.
Try again.
And still couldn't get it. You heard her.
Well, at least she's having some fun out there, right?
Oh, she's having fun. There's no doubt about that.
We're 5 minutes exactly to go in the 4th quarter.
75-59. So that results in a jump ball, so Iowa will keep possession. And this is where Hawks like to run a little clock as Martin drives down the left side of the lane and is held.
I think driving and pitching is a really good way for them to actively use some of the clock. Driving and pitching, driving and pitching. If you get the drive all the way in, then go in for the layup.
Cravens picks up her 4th ball possession for the Hawkeyes. That's the 3rd team foul on Nebraska. 75-59 Hawks. Here's Clark, left wing, and is in no hurry and will walk it out in between the circles. Angles right side, now to Marshall, back to Clark, fakes a 3, tries to drive, now finds O'Grady at the elbow, shot a little bit strong, into the hands of Hybie. Left side, Shelley for 3. Got it. Jazz Shelley with 15.
Just like that, Shelley's now 3 of 9 from the field, so 33%.
And the team is 13% from 3. 75-62.
She's the only one who's hit 3s for them. The only one.
Here's Marshall. Drives, paint. Shot is up and no good. But a foul will be called on Bourne. Got Marshall in the back as she drove it from the right side. And a couple of free throws for Gabby Marshall. With 4:06 left to go, 75-62.
Nebraska trying to go on a little run of their own. Don't count them out. They've gone on a 6-0 run. If Gabby can hit both of these free throws, then she's going to end that run, and she's going to end the scoring drought for Iowa.
First point for Gabby Marshall, and that's the true statement. This team will not quit. Talking about Nebraska. They've got that bulldog mentality. They will keep driving. Second free throw, no good. 1 out of 2 for Marshall, 76-62. We're under 4. Caton. Key thing is Iowa defensively make Nebraska work. Nothing easy. Make them run some clock. Here's Hybe in the paint down the right side. Might have got away with a travel. Goes up on the right block and scores.
Yeah. Not an easy shot. That was good defense by Iowa.
Hawks get it into the front court. Martin to Clark. She drives down the right side. Layup good. Got a running start against Jazz Shelley.
But that works because Martin cuts hard and cuts through. So she pulls a defender with her, and then it makes it wide open.
And that's 40 for Caitlin Clark. Almost a steal by Martin. Caton hits the ball inside baseline. Bourne. She's too far under. And the ball is knocked away by Warnock. Still on the court. Caton has it with 8 to shoot. Drives in. Scoop shot is up and no good. Martin goes after the rebound. And a foul will be called on either Martin or Bourne.
She pointed towards Iowa, so I think that she's going to call a foul on Nebraska.
Well, the other official came in from the backside and indicated Kate Martin. It was Martin and Bourne just going after the rebound. And I think it's going to go against Kate Martin.
Which actually goes against how she gestured, the ref, which is why I was like, she gestured that it was going to go towards Iowa. But it'll be Nebraska's ball underneath.
Third team foul on the Hawkeyes. Up 78-64. Lob pass to Hybe, and then she breaks free, drives in, and hit the bottom of the rim with the layup. But the ball goes out of bounds along the baseline to Nebraska.
Here's where you'd really like just a strong defensive, just end it, take 30 seconds off the clock on the next offensive possession for Iowa.
15 to shoot for Nebraska. We're under 3. Hawks in command. Shelley drives in, lost control of the ball. Shot blocked by Martin.
Great defense by Martin.
Again,
yeah. She was going to make it a bad shot anyways, and so it made it easier to get her block.
And Clark just walks the ball into the front court.
It's a good time for me to say Iowa block guys one more time just to make sure that trademark sticks.
That's a 3. Here's Martin. Drives in, and a charge will be called on Kate Martin, taken by Bourne. And now the officials
will replay it to, I don't know what they're checking. I don't think you can take away a foul. I don't know.
There was a clock issue, but they're over there across the way from us at the head scorers table.
I did see Kate Martin said something to them, so I could not tell. I tried to read lips. I'm not that good at it, apparently. But she said something to the refs.
Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. The Hawkeyes and United Healthcare Want to congratulate DNR Asphalt Sealing and Repair in Des Moines as this week's Small Business Spotlight winner. DNR Asphalt Sealing and Repair can crack fill, repair, reseal asphalt, driveways, parking lots, and do millings. Call Ronnie at 515-491-8938 for more info. Thank you to United Healthcare for providing these spotlights on Iowa small business. Well, you can hear the Hawk fans now.
They're here.
Monica Sonano leading the cheers. Coach Bluter nodding her head as well.
Yep.
Iowa up 78-64 with 2:27 left to go.
And the rest are still reviewing whatever they're reviewing. We are not aware of what it is. Quick shout out, I am seeing on Twitter there's some severe weather in Iowa right now, some tornado warnings, so hopefully you're all staying safe. We'll send you positive vibes here from Indiana. If you're listening to us in a basement, you know, I guess it's the best thing you can listen to while in a basement. But hopefully everyone's staying safe.
Now the officials are done looking at the review and just conversing at midcourt.
What I think might have happened, and this is a guess, is that she might have pulled her jersey. And so if people are watching this while listening to us, then maybe I'm correct. But that's what I think might have happened, because that's the only other thing I can think that happened with what Martin said to them that would have resulted in them looking. But it looks like they're going to make an adjustment with the scorer's table about something.
78-64. Hawks on top. Lisa Bluter waiting for an answer as well.
The Kate Martin of Iowa, double intentional fouls charged to Nebraska's Isabel Bourne. Her second, the team's fifth. Along with Iowa's 20, Kate Martin, that'll be her third, the team's fifth.
So Kate Martin will get a foul.
Yep.
That's her third, but Isabel Bourne will as well.
And they said an intentional foul for Isabel Bourne, I believe. I'm looking right now. I can double check. Oh, they both get technical fouls. Okay. It says Martin got a technical foul and Bourne got a technical foul. So I don't know what was happening in that video, but you can bet I'm going to watch that later.
Intentional foul, I think is what they call it.
But it says technical foul on here.
The announcement was
intentional. It says on here.
Because we're not going to shoot any free throws.
Maybe they wash each other out, though.
It does, and it's Nebraska basketball. So intentional, not technical. Outside, Hybe, three, left wing, no good, and a foul will be called underneath. That's on Kate Martin again, even though she had the inside position on Alexis Markowski.
And you have some frustration happening right now, so Iowa just needs to try to stay composed. Nebraska's going to be the ones who are going to be extremely aggressive right now, so Iowa just needs to take a breath, keep their composure.
The first free throw good. Markowski with 6, and that makes it 78-65. 2:12 left to go. Second one, good. Markowski, all of her points in the third and fourth quarters. Marshall back for Feuerbach. 2:12 left to go. Iowa basketball on top, 78-66. Martin now has 4 fouls. Warnock into the front court, angles left side, hands it off to Clark. In between the circles, Caitlin with 40. Angles right side by the Iowa bench, and Bourne comes out and fouls Clark.
She might have tweaked her ankle on that foul. Okay, so I got some clarification a little bit. So Kate got a common foul and an intentional foul on top of it. So she got 2 fouls during that double dose, while Nebraska also got an intentional foul.
On Bourne, yep.
That's just a lot of fouls.
Clark's free throw short. 78-66, 1:55 left to go. Second one, got it. 41. for Caitlin Clark.
41. Sonano has 20.
The tournament record for points is Megan Gustafson with 48 against Minnesota. Hybee into the lane, wild shot off the window, no, and she hits it last before it goes out of bounds. Widener back in for Caton, so Iowa basketball 79-66 the advantage.
And Iowa will keep their starters in right now. This isn't a scenario where Iowa's going to take them out. 13 points is not a comfortable enough lead with 1:40 left, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe another possession.
Yep.
Martin with the ball. Angles right side. Hawks not in a hurry. Marshall, right wing. Sonano comes out to screen and then races toward the block. Here's Clark. Inside Sonano. Turns left hand. Rattled around. Didn't go. But a foul on Markowski.
Sonano simplified her post game. Her opening few shots, she was doing too much, and she did a good job of making the adjustment and just going back to her normal stuff. Okay, I'm not going to do a crossover. That's not going to work today. Let's just go to our baby hook. And just her adjustment within a game is very, I think, very telling of how good of a player she is.
Sonano makes the first free throw. Second one, perfect. That's 22. And now a Fulter will come in for Kate Martin. 81-66, 1:21 left to go. Martin, 8 points, but double digits in the rebounding category. Hybee gets it to Shelley. Now back to Hybee for three, right wing. That's an air ball. And Warnock makes the catch. And the Hawks will just walk this up the court. We are under a minute. Hawks on top, 81-66. And just a substitution comes in. A.J. Eniger for Monica Sonano.
Logan Cook's coming in.
With the senior in for Warnock. Leave Clark and Marshall in. 54 seconds left.
Largely for ball handling ability.
A Fulter, right wing. Dribbles into the paint. Kicks it left side to Marshall. Along the baseline, bounce pass to A.J. Eniger, who lays it up and in.
That was a beautiful pass. I like the ability to get that into her.
83-66, 30 seconds left. Shot is up and no good by Widener. Missed it from the left wing. And it'll be Iowa and Indiana in the championship game tomorrow.
Rematch.
Again.
Like 3 weeks later. Is that what it is? 3 weeks? That's all, I think.
Hadn't been that long.
Oh, man. Feels like just yesterday.
Here's a Fulter. Spins, paint goes up, hits the bottom of the bracket. That's not going to matter. Three-pointer air ball, and that'll do it.
That'll do it.
It's going to be a championship Sunday here in Indianapolis, Iowa, and the Indiana Hoosiers. Iowa 83 and Nebraska 66. The Hawks led at the half 38-35.
Wow. If that's not turning it on, I don't know what would be, because that was an amazing half for the Hawks, and more importantly, it was an amazing third quarter if we're getting real specific. So Iowa just figured out a way to get that oomph going as soon as they came out. And the third quarter, I'm just going to look at those stats real fast. Clark had 12, Sonano had 10, and then 3 other players helped support during that time. So just an all-out effort to get points up on the board, the ball through the hoop, and that's the big thing that Iowa did.
Caitlin Clark with 41. Monica Sonano with 22 leads the Hawkeyes to victory. 83-66. Iowa beats Nebraska for the 3rd time this season and pushes its record to 22-7 on the season. And now no questions about whether Iowa will host in the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament.
I know, now you're getting more to the question of what, will they be a 4 seed? Will they be a 3 seed, right?
Well, it's a 3 seed this morning on the projections, and certainly did nothing but increase that value today. We know Iowa grows a lot of corn, but in reality, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows our livestock, our economy, and our athletes. Put on your best face for the Iowa Corn Cam. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to be corn-fed. Also, Hawkeye basketball, brought to you by Dodge Street Tire and Auto. Locally owned and operated, has been voted best of the area for the 9th consecutive year. Proudly supports the Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball team. Visit Dodge Street Tire for all of your automotive needs, including the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating 29 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Hawks win it 83-66. Back with the postgame show after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
During the month of March, everyone seems to be Irish. Unfortunately, no one's luck is immune to the consequences of drunk driving. For too many Americans, St. Patrick's Day has ended in tragedy due to drunk drivers getting behind the wheel. You can't rely on a four-leaf clover to keep you safe. You have to make your own luck. Designate a sober driver. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Hawks win at 83-66. As 41 from Caitlin Clark. Monica Sonano with 22. Kate Martin had 8, but had 10 rebounds. Just did a terrific job. Caitlin Clark just missed the double-double with 9 rebounds. And here we go again with that outstanding third quarter. That's what took place for the Hawkeyes against Northwestern last night. 25-16. The Hawks outscored the Wildcats in the third after a fairly close first half to win that one 72-59, and a big-time third quarter here today.
Huge third quarter for Iowa, and it's not the first time we've ever seen that, but it was really big today. Even though 28-13 doesn't seem like a lot, it's a lot when Iowa was coming into it with just a 3-point lead. It really gave them that boost. Iowa overall, man, only 2 players got in double digits, which is not very common for Iowa, but it worked today, and that's okay, so that's all that matters. Clark had 41. That is not a typo. I didn't flip the numbers. 41. 13 of 27 from the field, 5 of 13 from the 3-point line, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, almost had a double-double with 9 rebounds. Monica Sonano, 22 points, 9 of 11 shooting from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And she supported had 2 rebounds. But there were other players who were contributing beyond this, okay? Kate Martin, she had the next highest points with 8 points, 3 points from Taiwo with a big 3, 2 from Warnock, 2 from Feuerbach, 2 from Ettinger, and 2 from O'Grady, and 1 from Marshall, which was those free throws right at the end. But the bigger thing here is Iowa figured out a way to score, and they had 19 assists, 6 coming from Warnock, 5 from Martin, 3 from Clark, 3 from Marshall, and then 1 from Sonano and Feuerbach. Iowa won the rebounding battle with 43 rebounds to 37. Leading the way was Martin with double digits, 11 rebounds, 9 rebounds for Clark, and then 4 rebounds for Tomi Taiwo. Nebraska stats, they had 3 players in double figures, 16 for Bourne, 15 for Hybe, and 15 for Shelley. Assist-wise, they only had 13 assists on their team, so the sharing of the ball and the finishing of the shots wasn't the best. Iowa finished the game with 52% from the field. They were only around 30% at the halftime, so that is some impressive shooting in the second half. Nebraska ended the game with 35% shooting from the field, so they could not figure out how to turn it on in the second half like Iowa could. That's the biggest difference here. They only shot 11% from the three-point line. Second chance points were the same for both teams. Points in the paint, though, here's a big difference, Rob. At halftime, I think it was 24 and 12. 24 for Nebraska, 12 for Iowa. How did they finish? 42 for Nebraska, 40 for Iowa. So Iowa did a better job of getting the ball, getting into the paint and scoring from a high percentage place.
No doubt about it. They really set the tone and able to get some runs going. And then Caitlin Clark, boy, just delivered big time when the Hawkeyes needed a basket. And you could just tell she kind of shifted it into second and third gear.
Right. Second and third gear. Yeah. I mean, I feel like she might be one of those new vehicles that has like 8 gears where it's like, oh, I thought that was your highest gear, right? And she just, oh, I found another one. I can do a little bit more even. Iowa just did such a good job of being resilient, sticking with it. They didn't have a good first half, but that didn't affect them. And they always come out after halftime, I think, with such rejuvenation for what they want to do and what they want to focus on. Their half times must just be the best thing ever.
Well, we know that. We know this coaching staff and the adjustments that they can make at the half, and it proved out again tonight. Hawkeyes heading to the championship game of the Big Ten tournament against the Indiana Hoosiers tomorrow. That is a 3 o'clock Central tip, 3 o'clock Central. So we will be on the air at 2:45, and a big day of basketball for the Hawkeyes tomorrow. We, of course, will have the championship game here, and then Iowa, Illinois from Champaign on the men's side to close out the regular season. And Fran McCaffrey's team playing outstanding basketball as well. Final score once again from Indy, 83-66. Hawks over Nebraska for the 3rd time this year. Back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
During the month of March, everyone seems to be Irish. Unfortunately, no one's luck is immune to the consequences of drunk driving. For too many Americans, St. Patrick's Day has ended in tragedy due to drunk drivers getting behind the wheel. You can't rely on a 4-leaf clover to keep you safe. You have to make your own luck. Designate a sober driver. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Welcome back to the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, downtown Indianapolis. More basketball this weekend. Iowa and Indiana in the Big Ten Women's Championship game. Of course, Iowa defeated Maryland the last time it won the championship in 2019. And hopefully the Hawkeyes, 2018 won it. Hopefully the Hawkeyes can do it again. I know a lot of severe weather taking place across the state of Iowa. Tornado warnings in eastern and southeastern Iowa. Power outages in parts of Tama County. And dangerous paths all over the place. Did have a tornado in Des Moines area earlier. So hopefully everybody is staying safe and paying attention to the weather, and also us here on the postgame show, because we're going to have Coach Bluter. Raina Harmon will come up, and maybe a player as well. Jamie, and this is a basketball team that is peaking at the right time.
It is.
The back-to-back wins here in the Big Ten tournament after defeating Indiana 2 times, and then Rutgers and Michigan to close out the regular season. Those games against Indiana back-to-back, 96-91, 88-82. You wouldn't expect anything different tomorrow.
No, I do think that's the fun thing about Iowa, though, is they don't normally have a 2-person show, I don't think. It doesn't feel that way, even though they might be the leading scorers for the team. Normally you feel like there's a lot more people supporting them in I would say, a points manner. However, today the points were definitely different, but I felt like they could actually win with everyone playing, and then if just the 2 of them scored the whole time, the whole team would have been fine with that. Like, that's the neat thing about this team, is that when you have so many great players together, you never know how they're going to react in that kind of situation. But everyone was fine. Everyone's like, we're doing our parts, and if they're hot, they're hot. Let's get them the ball.
No doubt about that. And that's the great thing. Teams can win different ways, and the Hawkeyes are certainly capable of that. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Wellmark, Blue Cross and Blue Shield. For every made 3 for the Hawkeyes, Wellmark contributes to area health projects. Through the program, the Hawks have raised more than $170,000 courtesy of Wellmark. Now the team needs your help selecting this season's winning community. Nominate your hometown at Wellmark3pointplay.com or text Iowa, IOWA, to 97063. At the top of the hour, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Caitlin Clark with 41. Monica Sonano with 22. Hawks win it 83-66 after leading by 3 at 38-35 at the half.
So Coach Bluter is going to be coming on in just a second. We're doing this through Zoom, which is a little bit different for us. So bear with us as we get that set up. And I'm admitting her into the Zoom room right now. Hi there, Hannah. Hannah, the SID. Hi.
Hi.
All
right, you ready?
We are ready.
Okay. All right.
Coach Bluter, I heard that you guys are going to board a ship tomorrow.
Yeah. Game. Obviously, we wanted an outcome than we had last year. I mean, last year we did have to play 4 games in 4 days. This year it's Indiana having to play 4 games in 4 days. So hopefully we can take advantage of having that double bye and come out tomorrow with a little bit more legs than Indiana has.
What do you think was the shining points today when you were facing Nebraska, especially in that second half?
Well, Caitlin Clark was pretty special tonight. I mean, 41 points in a Big Ten semifinal. She shoots 57% in her adjusted field goal percentage. She's 10 for 12 from the free throw line, 41 points. Monica Sanano was 9 for 11 shooting. That's 82%. That's amazing. But what I'm really the most pleased with is our three-point defense. We really talked about how we wanted to really have great three-point defense because in Nebraska's first two games, they shot very well from three-point range. Tonight, they shot 11.5%.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. You only had one player who even made any of the threes. I mean, that is fabulous defense. Other players out there, Kate Martin had 11 rebounds and, didn't get to that double figure. You normally hear a double-double when you have 11 rebounds. But what about her contributions tonight?
She's so strong right now. She just looks like, she's rebounding incredibly well, like you said, 11 rebounds. But she also had 5 assists, so she's passing the ball well. I wish she would have gotten that double-double. But at the same time, I just think Kate is playing so strong, mentally tough, physically really, really strong going to the fight now.
And then tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m., you're going to have a pretty big game. Facing Indiana for your third time in 3 weeks. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's always hard to beat somebody 3 times, but we did it today. We did it with Nebraska. Indiana, obviously they're a great team. They took down Ohio State today. They're in the championship for a reason because they're a really good team. And we've seen them, to start playing better and better and better with Holmes getting back. They played great defense. They played great defense today against Ohio State. So we're going to have to bring everything we have tomorrow to beat a really good Indiana team.
Yes. And then one question, how do you get your team to come out of halftime to just perform as well as they did in the third quarter?
I thought our second and fourth quarters were outstanding defensively, but our third quarter offensively was pretty amazing. Again, 28 points. We shot the ball really well in that third quarter, 12 for 16 from the field, 75% from the field shooting that third quarter. So just working for good shots. We didn't turn the ball over that many times, just working for those really good shots. And we did it in that second. And we also got, I think, going up and down the floor a little bit too.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach. And we look forward to seeing this championship game tomorrow. Congrats.
Let's go, Hawks.
Coach Bluter from the Iowa locker room. Certainly appreciate her time as Iowa goes after its Big Ten tournament title for the first time since 2019. Also won it in 1997 and 2001. 2019, the last time Iowa defeated Maryland for the Big Ten title. Raina Harmon will join us on the postgame show when we come back. Hawks over Nebraska, 83-66. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
There's a sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right, the game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
Could not ask for more. You were born to fly.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball. Today's broadcast of the Big Ten Championship on the Hawkeye Radio Network is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless with a nationwide network built from your town up.
Caitlin Clark leads the way with 41 at 19 at the half. Monica Sonato with 22. Kate Martin double digits on the glass. Hawks defeat Nebraska 83-66. Assistant coach Raina Harmon joins us on the postgame show. And Raina, I'll tell you what, the first two quarters kind of back and forth, a lot of lead changes, and Iowa did have a 3-point lead, and then look out, here comes 75% shooting, maybe more there in the third quarter, and just really seemed to control it, take over the momentum. And doesn't hurt to have a few threes go down by Caitlin Clark, right?
Yeah, that's definitely helpful.
Never bad, huh?
For the Hawkeyes. You know, coming out and playing Nebraska for the third time, we're well-versed with each other, right? And we talked last time how we have some very familiar faces with some very familiar last names on that other team. And so we always know it's going to be a pretty much an offensive barrage whenever we play each other, as we're two high-powered offenses. And so coming into this game, you know, we knew that we'd be able to score, but for us it was three things on defense, and that was ball screen defense, transition defense, and three-point defense. And I thought we shored up that three-point defense pretty early, but once we allowed Hybee to stop driving so much in that third quarter in transition, you know, we were able to score but get stops as well.
So the zone worked.
Absolutely. And we weren't sure if we'd be able to play it just the way they shoot it so well, but once we realized we took care of the three-point shot, you know, just getting back, we had some great rotations. We did a pretty good job of boxing out and securing the possession as well.
And it seemed like I really did a good job in getting out on the three-point shooters, spreading out the zone, and not allowing a player like Shelley to just sit there wide open and hit threes.
Absolutely, and she's a nice player, right? You got Hybee coming down in transition. You got her spotting up. I mean, they're posts. We know what number 40 did to us last time from the three-point line, so that was a big key for us. And I thought we just did a tremendous job with our three-point ball screen defense tonight.
And then Monica Sonato starting to get free inside and willing that basketball into the hoop. And it always seems like, and it happens in the third quarter, hey, let's try to get that thing inside a couple of times. Works out well. Opens up the perimeter, and that seems like that's what happened again today.
Absolutely. I don't think there's ever a game that we come out of and we said, yep, Monica's had enough touches. You know, never.
I haven't heard it.
We looked to give her the ball. I mean, I thought she was even going to go up for a free throw line slam dunk in that one possession there when she took off. But, yeah, I thought Monica did a fantastic job of settling in the into the paint in the second half. We did a nice job of getting her in spots where she could score, and she finished 9 for 12 tonight.
You know, Kate Martin had 15 points in the third and fourth quarters yesterday. Got off to a great start offensively again when you kind of felt like you needed it.
Yeah. I mean, Kate, you know, we've talked about her all year. You know, she's not necessarily always going to show up in the stat sheet, but she plays her role really well. She's the glue of this team. She's the communicator of this team. Kind of had a coming out party for the tournament yesterday. And although I'm sure she would have preferred to score a lot more points tonight, you know, she did what Kate does. She got assists. She communicated well defensively to get us in the right defense, and she rebounded her butt off.
Well, you're starting to know Indy pretty well.
Yeah, we like it here. We want to get comfortable. We got another night, another game on the docket.
Yeah, not that you're enjoying yourself, other than winning and working, and that's the blessing of it, right?
In March, as long as you keep working, we're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. Raina, appreciate it. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you, guys. Go Hawks.
Raina Harmon on the postgame show after the Hawkeyes defeat Nebraska 83-66 to move on to tomorrow's championship game, Iowa and Indiana, 3 o'clock tip Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. We'll be back. And Jamie talked to Caitlin Clark. Or who'd you talk to, Jamie? Monica Sonato. Okay. Well, we'll take anybody. Great game by Monica with 22 points and also likes to play against Nebraska as well. We'll take a break, come back with our highlights and Monica Sonato after the Hawks win at 83-66. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
At MidAmerican Energy, we harvest the wind to provide you with clean, affordable energy. But did you know our commitment to wind energy also creates jobs and generates millions in local revenue? That's money your community can use to fix roads, support first responders, and improve schools. MidAmerican Energy's commitment to renewable energy delivers positive results for our state. And it's one more way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Hawkeyes now 22-7 on the year. 83-66 victory over Nebraska. Nebraska tournament bound as well at 24-8. Last time the Huskers were in the NCAA tournament, 2018. The Hawks will go for their first Big Ten championship tomorrow since winning it in 2019 against Maryland. Here is Jamie with Monica Sonato, who had 22.
Okay. All right, so I'm here with first team All Big Ten center Monica Sonato, who played like a first team All Big Ten center. You do it all the time, but you did it today at the Big Ten tournament. Take me through the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that our team just really stayed together through a lot. I think coming in the Big Ten tournament, sometimes it's easy to start pretty slow, and I thought that we started playing competitively right from the jump, and then we're able to kind of find our separation in the second half.
So how do you how do you get your team to stay together through the harder times, right? Where Nebraska was winning in the first quarter and then you just figure out, what do you do as a team or as a leader on the floor to get them to keep going?
I think a big thing about that is it comes in different games and it comes in practice and in the off season is working towards falling into each other. And we have great leaders on the team who do a great job of reinforcing that. But I do think our team does a really good job of just kind of falling into one another.
And so tomorrow you get to play in the championship game. Will you guys be able to sleep tonight is my first question.
Considering we've had 2 games in 2 days, I think we will be able to sleep tonight, but I think that we will be envisioning a trophy when we go to bed. I think we're mentally going to be preparing as much as our bodies need the rest, but I think we're all just really excited for this opportunity.
All right. Well, great game tonight, and we look forward to the game tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Monica.
Bye.
Jamie, thank you very much, and thanks to Monica Sonato. Terrific ball game today. 22 points, had 8 at the half, had 31 against Nebraska at Carver Hawkeye Arena earlier this year. Let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays from downtown Indy. Jazz Shelley gets all the way to the basket. Martin says not this time and swats it away along the baseline. Bella Cravens as well. 12-8. Here's Clark's first jumper. Swishes the 3 from the right wing. Taiwo, left wing, inside. Sonato turns, goes to the right hand. No good. Rebound, Martin back out. Taiwo, 3-pointer. Count it from the left wing. Now inside, O'Grady.
Oh my
God. A beautiful left-handed layup. A terrific pass from Caitlin Clark, and the Hawks go up by 4.
Oh, that's a 10-0 run for the Hawkeyes.
Marshall Gets it to Martin. Free throw line extended right. Drives paint 13 feet away. Gets a pass inside to Sonano. Layup right hand, left side. How did Kate Martin find her? Warnock comes out. Now back to Gabby. Hawks working some clock. 9 to shoot. Here's Clark. And she'll fire from 30. Got it. Three-pointer air ball, and that'll do it.
That'll do it.
It's going to be a championship Sunday here in Indianapolis, Iowa, and the Indiana Hoosiers. Iowa 83 and Nebraska 66. The Hawks led at the half 38-35. And we look forward to bringing that game to you tomorrow as Iowa and Indiana will meet for the third time since the 19th of February. Of course, Iowa won both of those games, one at Indiana, 96-91, and then Carver Hawkeye Arena a couple days later, 88-82. The preceding broadcast has been a copyrighted presentation of the Big Ten Conference Incorporated and the Big Ten Network Sports Media Group, a property of Learfield. For Jamie Cavey-Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Thanks so much for listening on this Saturday evening. Stay safe tonight, and we hope that you join us tomorrow for Iowa and Indiana. Championship Sunday from downtown Indianapolis. A trophy on the line, the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. 83-66, Iowa defeats Nebraska. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the pregame show at 2:45, 3 o'clock the tip Central Time. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, put a little play in your day with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand, look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.